some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas A&M's offense comes onto the field first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season. You can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger...
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. Turns it on in midfield. Hits the afterburners. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You can tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Open space at the 25. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They go to the ground.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Here's the pressure. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Going for the big play. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. He wants to change this route. Toss sweep to the right.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hart. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Under fire. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Plucks it out of the air. At the 40, there he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Floating away. Breaks into the open. Smart move to get down with the slide.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. On target. Wide open space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
To the air on first down. They're working that left side. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Michigan offense. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. Lets it fly. Finds a man on the left. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. It's complete. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Still looking on the move. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station.
And the Aggies will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. Got him in the open. Turning on the Jets. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Off-play action on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Slater. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Snap from the gun on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Slater. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Dances away. Look out, he's got room. He's loose. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. He'll keep it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This should be the last play of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Boone. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Motion from the wide receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to let one go back to the middle. Wide open, he makes the catch. He was off to the races, and they finally get him down at the 5-yard line. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.